Hi everyone. Hi to all our Facebook Live viewers. Welcome once again to Pageant Trend. I am John Michael Suelo, but you can call me JM, your Pageant Trend correspondent. And today we will be joined by our Misters of Filipinas-AMERICA candidates, and we will get to know more of them in a little while. So please feel free to comment down below. And if you have any questions or messages for our Misters of Filipinas-AMERICA candidates, feel free to comment down below. And please do share our Facebook Live so more people can get to watch our exclusive interview with the candidates of Misters of Filipinas-AMERICA. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get to meet our Misters of Filipinas-AMERICA candidates. So, we will get to meet them one by one. Let's start with Mr. Hawaii.
Aloha,
Hi,
guys.
Mr.
Magandang
Hawaii.
araw,
Would you like
everybody.
to introduce
Hey, how's
yourself?
it going, JM? Yes, I'm Jake. I'm Jake. I'm Jake Aceto, and I'm from Hawaii. I am a stylist, and I own a company, Kutsara, here in Hawaii. We do a lot of private chef, and we concentrate on Filipino cuisine. I love working out. Physical fitness is my thing right now. Reading books, going to the beach, enjoying the sun. It's paradise out here. So that's a little bit about me.
Thank you, Jake, and we'll get to know more about you in a little while. Let's have our Mr. Salinas,
Hello,
Joseph.
everyone. Hi, my name is Joseph Elos. I'm representing Salinas, California in the Misters of Filipinas pageant, Mrs. of Filipinas America pageant. I'm 27 years old. I am 6'3", so I'm one of the tallest Filipinos probably that you'll ever hear of. I am a model, so I work at a modeling agency at IMG Models LA, and I also am a signed model with HD Model Management. Other things other than modeling that I'm into is content creation. So online, I am really big on YouTube as well. So if you guys like reaction videos, mukbangs, things like that, I put things out about my life on YouTube. Um, if you guys want to check out, my name is Joe Ratchet, Joe Ratchet. So that is my online social media handle. So you guys definitely check me out on there too. And also,
Great. And now let's
uh,
have, yeah,
oh, also, I advocate for
Mr. Salinas.
show representation. Hello, am I still here? Hi,
We see you. We see you.
Yeah, you're still here.
can you guys
We
hear
see
me
you.
at all?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, awesome. So back to what I was saying is that I am just super supportive of more Asian, more queer representation in all aspects. We're all talented and valid, being Filipinos, being queer people. So I just wanted to show the world that people like me, people that look like me, can reach their goals and really be the main characters of their own lives. And that's it. Thank you.
Right, that's great, Mr. Salinas, and we will get to know more about your advocacies in a little while. Let's have Mr. Echo Park joining
Hi
us here.
everyone. Hello JM, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well, doing well. So, my name is Brandon English. I am representing Echo Park, California, which is basically in Los Angeles. I am an actor, a casting director, and producer. I produce Disney Plus English dubs. So, anything international in the world, I create the English version of that. I am the founder of Moranex Media, where I celebrate my Filipino identity through storytelling. I am a community leader with Youth Foundation, and I am a proud plant dad, and I have a green thumb.
That's great to hear, Brandon, and we'll get to know more about your hobbies, your passion in life. So stay there. We'll have Mr. Ace Florida.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Mr. Ace, Florida. I'm representing. And a little bit of myself. I'm 21 years old. I'm currently doing a lot of my things right now in my life. I'm doing bakery, working, and I'm also a model on New York Fashion Week. And I also pursuing private pilot training at the same time. And I also love to go to the gym. And I'm also having some film on Netflix too. And yeah, I love to go outside, having party. I'm just like every other teenager going in a bar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's have Mr. San Francisco. Am I right? Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Thanks for having me. I'm 20.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good. Sorry, I just because I wasn't okay. So I'm 23 years old. I'm an entrepreneurial entertainer. I specialize in sales, teaching, trading, singing, modeling, and acting. I'm a family man that likes to uplift others around myself by listening, coaching, complimenting those that are around me at all times. My goal by winning Mr. Filipinas USA is to represent the Filipino American community and to represent the Philippines and Mr. Global eventually. So thanks for having me, guys.
Cool, cool. Thank you so much, Mr. San Francisco. Again, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I think it's 9 p.m. What time is it in there? 9
San
p.m., right?
Francisco, it's 9 p.m. Yeah,
We have
Okay.
different time zones.
yeah. Some of us, yeah,
Different time zones.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. And again, to our Facebook Live viewers, we are interviewing the Misters of Filipinas America contestants. No, we have Mr. Hawaii, Mr. Salinas, Mr. San Francisco, I think Mr. Ace Store, and Mr. Echo Park. Okay, let's start with our question and answer portion. We will just get to ask more of you, get to know more about you guys. So let's begin with, of course, prior to joining Misters of Filipinas America, I heard some of you are directors, some of you are actor, some of you are model. So can you share more about what you are doing in life before joining Misters of Filipinas America? Probably your hobbies and interests as well. So let's start with Jake. Jake,
Hey guys, so before I joined Misters of Filipinas America, I am a hairdresser at trade. I've been doing hair for quite some time, and it's my passion. I love meeting people, having them in my chair, and being able to create um, create magic and really building relationship with my clients. I think something that taught me during the pandemic was connecting and being able to build a great relationship with my clients because they were not just coming to me because I did hair, great hair. They were coming to me just because they love my company, and that's something I really, really want to show. Um, Being a candidate here in the Mysteries of Filipinas America, that I'm ready to build relationship. And during the pandemic, I also opened up a new company, which is Kutsara, and I wanted to be a part of the Filipino food movement and showcase our food, like our cuisine, to everybody. And it started off from me sharing and talking about it with my clients. And then we just started cooking and making it a bit more special so that everyone else could experience this flavor that we have. So, yeah.
that's cool. That's cool. Thank you, Jake, for sharing that. How about Brand? Let's have Joseph first. How about you, Joseph?
Thank you, JM. So for me, prior to the pageant, I was still within my first year of moving to a new county. I was living in LA. So I'm originally from Salinas, which is what I'm representing, but I wanted to get a new change, put myself in a new career, switch directions with my career. And I actually wanted to get into entertainment and modeling. And eventually that's where I really propelled my life. So I am now working at one of the top modeling agencies in the world, IMG Models, which I'm super grateful and honored to be a part of the IMG team. And aside from that, I was also working towards being a model and eventually got a signed contract with HD Model Management, which is launching July 1st. I'm super excited about that as well. It's a new agency based in DC, Washington, DC area. So I'm super excited about that. Prior to joining the pageant and prior to moving to LA, I was really starting to get into fitness a lot more. As someone who has been on such a up and down journey with my weight loss, I'm super happy with my fitness journey now. And um, someone who used to be 50 to 60 pounds heavier and lost all that, I'm very happy with the progress that I've made, you know. So training for this pageant as well got me really excited to be working out again, get into a fit and healthy lifestyle. Aside from, you know, looking good and feeling good, like I said and mentioned earlier, I am really huge on content creation and really just sharing my life. Aside from me posting pictures and doing model photos, I just like to live for life experiences. So I love going to music festivals. I love traveling. Prior to COVID, I traveled a lot more, but still have it in my heart to travel. And yeah, I'm such a person who is very adventurous. And with joining the pageant, it was one thing that I never thought I'd be doing, but I'm actually really happy that I'm pursuing now.
Thank you so much, Joseph. And that's great to hear that you really made, improvements and progress with your weight loss journey. And I think a lot of audience will get to see that on the coronation night. Let's have Brandon. How about you, Brandon? What were you doing in life prior to joining Misters of Filipinas?
You know, JM, I was really just focusing on me and my goals. So I've been an actor since I was a kid. And so I was doing a lot of voice dubbing with Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon. I was on stage on theater. I was doing films. I was doing TV. So I was doing a lot of my career goals and also focusing a lot on myself and my mental health. I think during this pandemic, I was afforded for the first time to really slow down and to really just look at myself and see who I was outside of my work. And so I was really just journaling, meditating, taking care of my plants, learning how to cook because I did not know how to cook prior to the pandemic, and just really making sure that I was in a good place in life, not just with my career, but also with who I am as a person. And prior to joining as well, I was traveling a lot. I actually got to go to Hawaii. I just got back from London. I went to New York. So yeah, I was just mostly focusing on who I am as a person and what I want to get out of life.
Thank you so much, Brandon. And we might be asking in a little while, well, a sample of your voice. You're doing voiceover, right? Or yeah, you're acting. So probably some of the audience would like to hear a little bit about that later. Let's go
Sure.
to Mr. Florida. Ace.
Hello, you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What's the
So
question?
tell us more about yourself prior to joining Misters of Filipinas. Like, what were your hobbies and interests? Are you really into pageantry before? Yeah, just tell us more about yourself prior to joining the pageant.
Oh, well, actually, to be honest, I really don't. I'm one of the haters when it comes to pageantry. I always want to be like a model, modeling stuff, and also acting stuff. But I was just like, why not? Why not try it, right? Because I just saw it on Instagram, so I tried to apply, and I didn't know like they accepted me so fast. So that's why I'm here. But on the other hand, um, before I joined the Mr. Filipinas-AMERICA, I was doing private pilot training still, going in the gym, maintaining my health, reading books on the same time. while I have a time, and then like going out with my friends, like on every weekends if I have time, I make for them, and also um, having sideline of acting. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And now we have Mr. San Francisco.
Hi guys. So as a 23-year-old, I was really trying to focus on the businesses that I've created ever since I was younger. So I have multiple businesses that I've started, including a catering business. Prior to the pandemic, I was pretty busy with that, holding events every other weekend or every weekend. I have an IT business. I actually went to college for electrical engineering, where I am an IT service. Today, I actually fixed someone's internet service, someone's business internet service to help connect them from DoorDash to the restaurant. It's actually a small business, family owned restaurant, but shout out to them today. That's where I ate my breakfast. It's called Break Your Fast in Union City, right by Union City BART. If you take BART, go ahead and take that. Um, but yeah, prior to the pandemic, I'm also uh, a leader in another business where I help teach people how to make money, and I've been trying to grow that business as well. But also, actually, during the pandemic, I worked with CVS Pharmacy to help distribute 1 million vaccines over the course of a month of my county in Contra Costa. So I did that during the pandemic. Um, Other than that, I've just been trying to make myself better every single day, at least 1%. I think everybody has a chance to make themselves better every single day. Everyone has the same 24 hours. So it's how we really choose to spend those 24 hours. For me, I was actually working out in the gym and I was thinking, I was like, why am I working out so much? I was like, why am I working out so hard? There's really no point. Like, I'm not a bodybuilder. It's natural. You're supposed to work out because it's a natural healthy thing. But I was introduced into Mistress of Filipinas, and I'm like, okay, well, now I really have a goal to go ahead and work out as hard as I can. For me and my background as an athlete, working out 2 times a day was really a natural thing for me. And now this really helps me because it kind of not forces me, but it allows me to add another goal besides my business goals to make myself healthier. But yeah, that's everything that I've really been going through before joining Misters. But I really do appreciate the opportunity that everyone has given me the past couple years. The pandemic was really bad, but there
Yeah.
are good things, to come from things ending. So, thanks for asking the question.
Thank you, Mr. San Francisco. And now let's move forward. Let's talk more about your pageant journey. So, some of you were actors, again, models. Some of you are, Mr. Florida. I think he hated pageantry. He's more into modeling, right? And then we have Mr. San Francisco. He's an athlete, a businessman, and Mr. Echo Park Brandon is actually a director. So you guys come from different walks of life, the diversity of the contestants of Masters of Filipinas-AMERICA. Well, I think my next question is, how were you discovered? And what made you decide to join Masters of Filipinas America? Were you invited? Is this something that you have been joining before? Probably you can also share if you have joined a prior pageant before that help you decide to join another pageant such as Masters of Filipinas America. So yeah, just basically let's talk about your Masters of Filipinas America journey. Were you invited? What made you decide to join Masters of Filipinas America? Let's start again with Jake. Jake?
Sir Jesse actually reached out to me, and at that time, I never got into pageant. I never thought I would be in a pageant. And when I had the opportunity to think about it, I was at a time of my life where I told myself, why not? I love new experiences, and I think that's a way for me to grow. And I've been like a good fan of pageantry, and I didn't realize there was an even bigger range of men pageantry. So When I got in, I was just overwhelmed with a lot of support from my friends, my family, a lot of my social media friends, who's been uplifting me every single day. And just to see them support me just gives me the confidence to go out here and really serve. And I feel like this journey gave me the purpose to serve the community, to serve everyone that I know. And it's an opportunity and a platform to be able to be a person of lead, so I'm able to lead. And it's been amazing so far. I've been learning about myself, which is really a good positive growth on my mental health, and also being able to work with and being able to showcase a very dear nonprofit organization and use this platform to reach many more youth. And so that's been amazing, and that's something that I've been able to talk to about many times with young um, and the young children, and even the Filipino community, and bringing a topic of domestic violence to them, which is kind of rare. I mean, here in Hawaii, we don't really talk about it much, and I'm pretty sure I can reach out so many more people. So yeah.
Wow, that's a very noble advocacy. Well, it is what it is. No, thank you so much, Jake, for sharing that. And well, we will get to know more about your advocacies later, and what were your preparations as well, and what do you intend to do once you win, if ever, the title. So we'll get to know more about that later. Let's have Joseph. How about you, Joseph? Is this something that you ever well, dream of joining before, or is this also your first time? Tell us more about your pageant journey with Mr. Filipinas America. Joseph, I think you're muted.
Hello, sorry about
Yeah.
that. So this is actually my first pageant. I haven't competed in anything like it, but reassessing and looking at what I know and what I do, it actually really fits well with my skills, with what I have to offer. And I really just wanted to join the pageant. I originally saw the pageant from Brandon English, Mr. Echo Park. Me and him were actually friends prior to the pageant. We were following each other, just both creative people on Instagram. And I was just, I saw something off of him. And then um, from there, it really ignited an interest in the pageant. And from there, I really found the opportunity that I can use this platform to stand up for what I'm standing up for. And it's pretty much to represent, be a forefront, be a face for the Filipino Americans. And I wanted to move to LA to get more visibility for Filipinos. And with joining this pageant, which is based in Southern California in LA area, it was like a perfect opportunity for me. I'm one of those people who love to try new things, who is yes about a lot of things. If you ask me, the answer is probably yes, because I'm a yes man. And also I wanted to invite the thought, what if things go well? You have to tell yourself, what if I can do it? What if this goes well? And I looked at it and put myself in this pageant and say, what if I actually can do it? What if I will win? What if I do win? You have to invite the thought of positivity and things like that. It's called manifesting, putting it into fruition. And with a lot of the things that I've worked for and a lot of the goals that I've achieved already, those are things I never thought I could actually achieve if I didn't say it at all. So this is one of those things where if I just put my work into it, if I keep talking about it, things will happen. And I like to really say I don't like to set myself up with looking at one direction, because the only direction I'm looking is up. So big advice I can give everyone.
Yeah, wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Salinas. Let's have Mr. Echo Park, Brandon. How about you? Same question.
I have never joined pageants before. This is my first one. I actually call this venture adventure a love letter to my mom. just because she did pageants when she was a kid, the Santa Cruzan, and I was trying to look a picture of her wearing the crown, and I just dedicate this journey a lot to her and her dreams and anyone in my family who's ever fought for me to be here in America. And when Jesse had reached out to me, I was very hesitant at first because I definitely had an imposter syndrome of who am I to join this pageant? Who am I to take up this kind of space? And am I even ready for this? And Jesse had seen me on the Ellen show and said, Brandon, you can do Q&A, you can command a crowd, you might not be ready now, but you can continue to grow and get ready for the pageant journey. And so I've just been taking this pageant journey and staying present by just taking each step one at a time. And I have been having so much fun and have been growing so much just from being a candidate of Misters of Filipinas America. I prayed really long and hard before I said yes, because the first person I needed to have approval from was God and then myself. And then, of course, my mom. And oddly enough, I felt like everyone around me was very supportive, and I was shocked by that. My family was supportive, my friends were supportive. And so I just said to myself, this is the right time. The right time is always now.
Well, I love those words. The right time is now. So it's an inspiration for everybody that we just there's a saying that goes, we don't have to wait for the perfect moment, but we just have to make that moment, and really the time is now. So thank you, Brandon.
Thank
Let's
you.
have Mr. Florida. How about you? You said you hated pageantry. So, what convinced you to join Misters of Filipinas America?
Well, first thing is like I don't really hate it. I just hate like the Q&A part
Okay.
because I don't like um answering questions like on live, but it's been on my side. Like I need to overcome this fear, I need to overcome that fear. So that's why I'm here. I'm always like this person that whatever happens, happens. But I'm making sure I'm giving 200% of my effort. So it happens like they accepted me. So I'm giving 200% of my effort. So whatever happens, I'm making sure I'm doing everything I can to do that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And now we have Mr. San Francisco.
Hi guys. So this is actually my very first pageant as an aspiring actor, model, singer. This is one of the things. It's like the very first competition that I've ever actually been a part of. I have auditioned for The Voice, but unfortunately, I wasn't chosen to move forward with that. But I'm a very competitive person. As an athlete, I like to, compete as much as possible. But throughout this journey, I've actually realized that I should look within myself and I should compete against myself every day. Again, we go with the 1% getting better every single day. You know, we're not really looking for exponential growth every single day. Like, oh, I'm stronger by 10 pounds in terms of lifting something tomorrow as me lifting something today. But it's more like, how can I incrementally get better every single day? Uh, but I was actually introduced to this pageant because of Mr. Salinas. Him and I actually met at in college through our group called Akbayan, and he was one of my kuyas. And I've always really looked up to anyone because for me, I actually don't have any kuyas. I actually have four ates right now, or yeah, and I love all of them, but I've never really had an older brother. So being a part of Akban really helped me go back to my Filipino roots. And going back to my Filipino roots, this journey, like Mr. Echo Park, my mom she did pageantry when she was younger as well. And I think for me, this is also a tribute for her as well. But this journey is something new to me that I love trying, and I'm really excited to see where we end up with this. But I definitely want to support the person who is going to be representing us as a Filipino American. Thanks for the question.
Cool, cool, nice. So you auditioned in The Voice.
Oh
Would you
yeah.
like to give a sample?
Oh,
No.
okay, all right.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry, I was just trying to warm up.
Yeah. Probably
um,
later.
yeah,
We'll
probably later.
reserve that
Let me warm up.
later. Yeah, at the end.
We'll
Okay.
keep the
So
pot
thank
stirring.
you. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. San Francisco. Again, to all our Facebook Live viewers, please feel free to comment and ask your questions to our Mr. of Filipinas America contestants. So if you would like to, probably have some questions for Mr. Hawaii, Mr. Salinas, Mr. Echo Park, Mr. San Francisco, Mr. Florida, kindly comment down below because we will be reading that and ask them those questions. Right? And please also share this pageant trend exclusive interview so that more people will get to watch this exclusive interview. So for the next 30 minutes, I think we'll dive into more questions. Again, if you have any questions to all our Facebook Live viewers, please feel free to comment down below and ask those questions. All right, so moving forward, so we already knew about their lives prior to joining Misters of Filipinas America, how they were able and what convinced them to join Misters of Filipinas America. Some of them also shared their respective advocacies. I think it's time to also to go to their plans on Misters of Filipinas America. Like, okay, let's have this question. Um, how were your preparations right now? What do you guys do to prepare for the pageant? I think that's gonna be on August 6th. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that it? Yeah, August 6th. So what do you guys do to prepare for that pageant? And probably talk more about your advocacy. What do you intend to do once you, if ever, you win the title of Mistress of Filipinas America? Let's go back with Jake. So I think that's two questions. First one, what were your preparations for the pageant or the coronation night? And then, if ever you're going to win Masters of Filipinas America, what do you intend to do moving forward? Jake?
Well, preparation for this pageant right now, I always want to be the best that I can be. So I've been, working. I have a really, really good team that's helping me out with Q&A. And of course, I have a really good team also at the gym who's also helping me out because I want to also promote healthy living and also be the best that I can be for sure. But a lot of prep work, I didn't realize that, being mentally there and physically and emotionally, all of this takes a, a big toll. And I love the journey and I'm enjoying it, So I've been, inspired by my brothers here who's just, we all uplift each other. I watch everybody and we kind of comment on each other. And I love that, they keep me going. My parents keep me going. My family keeps me going. Everybody that's watching right now, you guys, like, I want to be able to make you guys proud, and I always say this, na lalaban ako, and I'll definitely raise my flag when I come to the Philippines if I do definitely represent America and Philippines proud. So yeah, and if I do take the title and represent the Filipino Americans, I think this journey and this organization is such an amazing platform, and I think this I would be a perfect ambassador to represent the Filipino Americans and to represent it here in the Philippines for sure. I want to be able to showcase my advocacy, which is domestic violence. I think we don't talk about it too much. And I want to be able to be a voice. I want to be able to be a voice and a guidance to the youth. And what we do here and what I've been doing is educating the youth and giving them the proper tools. 1 in 10 kids here in Hawaii experience domestic violence, and we pave ways for them to have a shelter and have a safe haven for them to be able to talk and give them be like I'm their big kuya, and I help them out with education and proper ways to be able to guide them and give them a big hug. We host events like um, we host events here once a year, and we're able to really nurture them and give them the opportunity to speak out and speak love. So that's been a drive for me, and I want to be able to reach many more Filipinos within our community to be able to say it's okay to talk about what you're experiencing. And yeah, I'm excited, and I want to be there for everybody for sure, especially the youth.
Yeah, we're also excited for your journey, Jay. Thank you so much. How about Joseph?
Thanks, JM. For my journey right now, for my preparations, of course, gotta keep working out. Like I said, someone who used to be a lot heavier, it's been a journey for me. And the Mrs. of Filipinas-AMERICA pageant has pushed me even more to stay focused on the grind of working out, getting the gains. And aside from that, I've also been practicing my little walk. Of course, we have to show off who we are with our personality and our walk. So I've been definitely practicing in the mirror, getting my angle right. You already know. And aside from just the looks, Jake mentioned this earlier, but I wanted to also focus and make sure that I'm mentally checking in on myself, getting the rest that I need, because remember that this is a marathon, not a sprint. So as in a pageant journey, that's the same thing. I can't give all my effort 100% like right away. It's a marathon, so I have to keep training just like that. um, and as for my advocacy, I mentioned this earlier, I am huge on representation. Growing up, I did not really get as much Filipino representation. I live in Salinas, or I grew up in Salinas, which is a mostly Hispanic and Latino culture. So I only really got exposed more once I went to a university at San Jose State University. And from there, I really found out who I was more as a Filipino American. And I'm so blessed to have gone to serve as an officer for even Bayan SJSU, which is the Filipino organization at San Jose State. Um, I am also a community of I'm also in a community, different communities as a Filipino and also as a queer person. Those are two communities that I am huge on, like representing. We need visibility. We, as queer Filipino Asians, we're here. We're valid. I am 100% ready to represent all of the young Filipino gay boys out there, gay girls, queer people. I'm ready to represent them because in a Filipino culture where being gay is frowned upon, I'm here to show that no, it's not to be frowned upon. It's to be embraced and it's to be shared and loved. I really need to show that love like conquers all. So I need to make sure that I can represent those who can't be represented yet and take up space because everyone is valid. So yeah.
Yeah. And of course, today I think it's Pride Day, right?
Yeah, it's
So,
it's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month,
Pride
everyone.
Month. Yeah,
Happy
that's
Pride,
cool.
guys.
Thank you so much, Joseph. How about Brandon?
So my preparation has been a mixture of checking in with my physical health, my mental health, and with practicing, of course, my pasarela, my Q&A. I have really amazing coaches for my physical, my mental, and for my walk. So I have a very supportive team who's really keeping me on track and pushing me to continue on this pageant journey. I actually started in April, so it's been a while for me, and it's been really fun to watch myself progress in all of these arenas. And as far as my advocacy, I have two main advocacies. The first one being diversity and representation in the media, both in front of camera and both behind the camera. I think both positionalities are very important in uplifting our communities and will push our kababayans forward in this industry. But outside of my industry advocacy, I also have a movement called Share Your Art to Share Your Heart. I really believe in the power of storytelling. I think Filipinos are innately artists. I think about how we have our beautiful eyes when we're a baby, and when we're asked to do that, babies automatically go. And I feel like every Filipino still has that innate want to perform, but at some point has been told that they shouldn't be an artist, they should be a doctor, they should be a nurse, which are very valid things. But I want our kababayans to be able to express their stories through either poetry, through acting, through writing, whatever the medium is. And I hope to give our kababayans the tools to do that. That way, even beyond my workshops or spaces that I create, that they have this tool to be able to share their life to whoever they want to. And that's my main passion in life is storytelling and being able to use activism with storytelling.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brandon. How about Mr. Florida?
What was the question again?
Like what were your preparations, or how are your preparations for the coronation night? What do you do to prepare for it? And moving forward, if ever you'll win the title, what do you intend to do?
Well, as of right now, I'm preparing my physical health and also my mind on the same thing. As I prepare for my physical mind, I go to gym, I eat right at the same time, I take a rest, make sure I sleep 9 hours, and I usually hydrated myself. So not only to look good, but to stay healthy, to, because if you don't have a healthy physical health, you don't have your body or your mind will not going to cooperate to your body. So on in order to do that, I am I am keeping a healthy living, and also as on mind, I am training on my Q&A every single day, and also my walks too, my angles. And if ever I win the Masters of Filipinas-AMERICA, I will use the power to step forward and make something that people were gonna look for and stop the violence like Asian hate crime, anything Black Africans. I wanna I wanna be like an instrument for them and be a person that they can come up with. And even if I don't win, I'm still gonna do it. That's my mentality. Yeah.
Sorry,
I can't hear
again,
you, but I think it's
yeah, sorry, Mr. San Francisco, take it away.
for sure. Hi again, everyone. So, in preparation for this, I've actually thought about. So, I've never done this before. So, in order to be someone that you've never been, you have to do things that you've never done. So, I'm doing things now that I've never done before. For me, actually, I used to be a lot bigger than I am right now. And I think throughout this process, I've probably lost about an extra 20 pounds. And to me, that's a lot. But this is through rigorous training in terms of working out twice a day. I've been consecutively running 5 miles a day for the past month and a half now, and I've been seeing results. And I'm very excited for the swimsuit portion. I'm sure everybody else is for this pageant, and that's really what I've been preparing for. I spend about maybe 2 hours in the gym, and during those hours, I practice my walk as well as working out. And so in my gym, I actually usually practice my singing as well, but I've yet to decide uh, whether or not I would like to sing for the talent portion of the contest. But besides that, in terms of the Q&A, I have been rehearsing, well, not rehearsing really, but just mainly talking to all of my friends and all the people that I know about things that we're going through right now in terms of rights. And when I say rights, I don't want to associate them with any gender or with any group of people, but in terms of just our natural rights as God's people. Everyone has the right to be alive, and everyone has the right to peace. The main thing being peace. If you disrupt the world's peace, then I believe that you're doing the world an injustice. And I believe, as the winner of Mr. Filipinas America and hopefully eventually Mr. Global, I can help advocate for peace in this world, and I can help advocate for the best interest in terms of providing people with peace and how we can do that. Um, by gathering people together, working together as a Mr. Global should, but first and foremost, I would need to win as Mr. Filipinas America. So I actually decided what song that I would like to sing, and I'll just give you a little bit. I was gonna sing Miguel's "Adorn," and give me one, two, three. Just let my love adorn you. Yeah, baby. Yeah, yeah. You gotta know. You gotta know that I adore you. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate you for having me. But yeah, everyone, seriously, I really want to advocate for peace, and we're not going to be able to do that with me by myself. But I think it's really how we can come together as a people, and as a leader, I would need to do that for us. Thanks again for the question.
Yeah. Thank you for that sample, Mr. San Francisco. All right, so I think it's time to read the comments of the viewers. Hello to our viewers right now. So just a quick shout out from Mr. Byrne. He said, "Go, Mr. Hawaii." From Jad Jacobo, "Go, Mr. Hawaii." Yeah, there you go. From Jad, and then yeah, so we have questions from some of our viewers, and I will ask these questions to you guys. Okay, so but yeah, we'll just choose some of the questions. So if we'll not be able to answer these questions, I think I'm probably our guests right now can probably talk about it in their future interviews as well. So I think this is a very interesting question, and it's a valid question from Alexandra Volanterania. She said, "Do you think there is a double standard for physical appearance between males and females?" Maybe hear the thoughts of Jake about this one.
Absolutely. I think there is a double standard in the physical appearance between males and females. I think um, just how we put and portray ourselves out there, we definitely need to take a step back and really, I think we really need to take a step back, and we just have to realize that when we put ourselves out, we need to portray an image that, you know, that are likely being judged. And sometimes it does take a toll. And I believe that when that does happen, like mentally, we have to be prepared, and we just really need to make sure that we can we can definitely take a stand for ourselves and for how we represent. So yeah.
Yeah. How about the thoughts of Brandon about this question? Do you think there's a double
Most
standard for physical appearance between males and females?
Most definitely, I think there is a double standard between men and women. You see it in our media. Whenever you look in a magazine, whenever you watch a commercial, whenever you're just talking to people, there is beauty products being sold in makeup, in plastic surgery, in all these outlets that are more targeted towards women. And because of that, I believe that women are held to a higher standard in beauty more so than men. Now, don't get me wrong, I do think men do have beauty standards that they have to uphold to themselves. But in the more immediate media that I see, women are held to a higher degree. But I'm very hopeful just because I am a huge TikToker. I love to watch TikToks, and I see that the next generation is really fighting to break these molds and to change the standard.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Echo Park. Let's have this question, still from Alexandra Aranya. I would love to ask all of you about those specific questions, but I think we're running out of time, so I just have to pick some of you. But this one is intended for Mr. Salinas. So for Mr. Salinas, the question is, what do you wish would be socially acceptable for men to do that is not currently that is currently not considered manly?
Thank you, Alexandra, for the question. So this totally relates to me because if I did not disclose that I am a gay man and I am a part of the LGBTQ community, you would see me more manly than you would have if you knew once you knew that I am actually a part of the community. So something that I would like to be socially accepted is that everyone a part of the LGBTQ community can be seen as manly, and that they're able to compete in a pageant regardless of who their heart desires or who they're interested in. The point is, my heart is here to serve, and my heart is here to represent, and my heart is here to love. And that's why I think that being gay, being a part of the LGBTQ community, should be socially accepted as manly.
All right. So yeah, cool. Thank you so much, Josh, for representing the community, right? So let's have another question from. I think this question I would like to ask to Mr. San Francisco. Uh, yeah, there's a question here from. Sorry. Yeah, from Hannah Clarice Jimenez. What is your point of view about racism?
Uh, so I believe that racism. First of all, sorry. Thank you, Hannah, for asking that question. That's a very important question that I believe that we need to discuss that with our children. My sophomore year of college, I was actually an after-school program teacher where I taught kids electrical circuits, Lego robotic programming, and I also coached football and tennis. And at that time, I was only 19 years old, but I was teaching kids who were the oldest was 13. Uh, Actually, no. The age group was probably like 8 to 10, and these kids have no hate in their heart at all. All the what I was there for is to help teach them and guide them into this world, and teach them skills that they may or may not want to. If you don't like the electrical circuits program, while you learn right now, then that's okay, because you're learning. But I do want to touch on that. I believe that hate is taught, and in terms of racism, I can't just dislike someone just because of the color of their skin. If we talk about that, um, for me, I was raised around a lot of. I was really blessed to have been born in the San Francisco Bay Area, where we have a very diverse group of people. It's a very large melting pot. So for me, it's not unusual for me to see someone who is not looking the same as me. But I also realize that I need to represent my people and my country as well. But doing so by loving people and not hating people. Um, but yeah, I yeah, I had something else, but I'm not sure what else. But I do appreciate you, Hannah, for asking that question. But it's a very important question that we need to ask today, and that's a very important question that we need to ask when they're young, so that we can figure out how we can uproot where this originally came from, and
Yeah.
we can eliminate it for good.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. San Francisco. Thank you so much, Hannah, for asking that question. We have another question from Edwin, but I will ask this question to Mr. Florida. If you had the chance to discuss a social issue with world leaders, what social issue would it be? Um, Mr. Florida?
Thank you, Edwin, for the question. I think the number one issue right now in the world is, I think, racism. Back then, racism is still there already before we were born. So I think I wanna um I wanna discuss it to world leaders if I even have an opportunity to them to because sometimes people hate you if you're different, especially those LGBTQ people. You know, like other people, they hate them because they're different. But the thing is, like right now, it's just a hate that people want. They're like they hate you because you're different. It's like those Filipino parents, they hate their children if they don't do this part, they don't take this path because it's not different. But when the children, they take a different path, Filipino parents, they hate it because they know this is the one thing that you're gonna grow. But sometimes as for yourself, you're the one who knows it better than them. That's the thing that I want to discuss, if ever.
Yeah. I think everyone can also agree that really racism is an issue. So thank you so much for bringing that up, Mr. Florida. I think let's have one more question. Um, let's have the question of Amiel Arizobal Cleofa Villamor. Thank you so much. If you become the Minister of Tourism and Environment in your country, what are the measure you can probably offer to mitigate over pollution? So probably, yeah, what measures or what actions can you do to
Can you?
mitigate over pollution? Let's have probably Jake.
What I would do if I was, thank you, Arnell, for that question. If I was a minister of tourism and environment in my country, I would definitely. I've been loving the whole farm to table, and making sure that we use everything that we could and the excess of waste. Making sure that we don't pollute and really really use products that are safe and environmental friendly. And that's actually what I'm doing as a hairstylist. I'm picking up products that are environmental friendly right now, that doesn't go out in the sea or hurt any other animals. Just making sure that I'm providing quality but still not wasting and not adding to the pollution in the world.
How about Mr. Echo Park?
So I would make my approach very approachable. I think being able to mitigate pollution can be something that we can all do by making sustainable packaging. I know in some countries already, people use banana leaves or some kind of leaves to wrap your ulam, your food, your groceries. So I would definitely implement that within my different events that I had throughout the year to promote my tourism, but also make the packaging really, really maganda, but also good for the earth.
Cool. Yeah, thank you so much. How about Josh? Mr. Salinas? Just a quick one.
Joseph, hello. It's Joseph, Mr. Salinas. So, in order for me to
Yes, Joseph.
mitigate over, yeah, in order for me to help mitigate pollution, I would start off actually with education. So, if people don't know the difference between recyclable and non recyclable that's going to be one of the biggest things that we could work on. And after educating, we have to make sure that we do the follow up. So for me, if I were to educate someone and call someone out, hey, don't forget to recycle that, or that should go into the recycling bin, that's one thing that I can control, that everyone can control on their pollution and their waste. Let's just make sure that we're actually putting things where they need to be to help the world go around.
Cool. Thank you so much, Joseph. And another question is, sorry, I'm reading through the comment section. Probably let's have last two questions from the viewers, and then probably we'll do the fast stuff to wrap it up. Let's go to the next questions is from. So once again, thank you so much, Amiel, for asking that question. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So we have this question from. Oh, to Miss for Mr. Hawaii from Carlos Barbosa Garnal. So to Mr. Hawaii, who do you think can make it to the top five?
I think every one of my brothers are capable of making it to the top five. I think all of us stand and represent something that our Filipino community will be proud of. And for me, I'm just so happy and I'm blessed to be able to be with this journey with each and every one of my brothers. So for me, each and every one of us definitely are top five material, if not winner material. And I think all of us down here representing who we are, we're already winners. So this journey is just amazing and absolutely fun, especially doing it with these guys. So yeah.
All right. So let's have another question from Shakira Abendaño. Let's ask this question to Mr. Florida. What, according to you, is the most important part of this pageant?
The most important part of this pageant is how you treat people, even though you don't know them. That's the biggest thing. And you treat them with respect. You give they give you respect. That's the most important thing. And I learned in this pageant is not it's not looks all the time. It's about the personality. It's about how you bond with the people. It's about it's about I don't love. It's about love with brothers. It's like a brotherhood to me. I don't think it like a competition, but I think it's like a brotherhood to me. I don't I don't see anybody in here, my guys in here, like competition. I just enjoy being with them. That's I think.
Cool. Thank you so much, Mr. Florida. How about this question for Mr. San Francisco? What do you think is the relevance of pageantry in the society?
Thank you, Hannah, for asking that question. I really appreciate it. That is actually a question that I've never even thought to ask myself, but I really appreciate you for asking that for me now. For me, I want to really broaden my audience and who I can reach out to. So for me, I really wanted to really represent the country. I'm not sure. I mean, I could use Ashton Kutcher as a really good example. I saw earlier he somebody asked me who I look up to the most. Ashton Kutcher is probably like top three, but he's not the the number one. But if you didn't know this, Ashton Kutcher is actually before he got discovered was a model, and he actually studied biochemical engineering. So very smart, very good looking. But his whole thing was so he can use his platform to empower the people, not empower people, but well, yeah, empower people, yes, but to speak for people. And I'm not sure if you know this, but Ashton Kutcher actually speaks on United Nations meetings. So I believe that if I can help broaden my, my reach and to reach as many people as possible, which as a 23-year-old, that's what I'm doing right now. I believe that I can help as many people as possible. My life goal, and I don't want to, like I'll die a happy man if I can say that I've helped at least 1 million people in this world. I believe that I'm here to help as many people as possible, and in order to do so, I need to meet as many people as possible. And to touch upon what Mr. A said, growing this as a brotherhood, I really appreciated hanging out with my bros that I've been able to hang out with. And he's actually not with me right now, but Mr. Chris Matt of Delano is actually staying with me right now in my place right now. He's not with me, but a shout out to Chris Matt. He's actually at rehearsal for his play. It's going to be in Walnut Creek, California, July 15th, 16th. It's the play is called How Can I Get Closer to You? It's actually a play about getting closer to God and how we communicate with God every single day, and how He continues to bless us, however many times that we're here to learn. But yeah, just really growing as a person, and really trying to reach as many people as possible. That is how I think the relevance of pageantry is into the society. Just really reaching and gaining more access to people. Thanks for the question.
Cool. Thank you again, Hannah, for that question. As much as I would like to ask all the questions that you asked on the comment section, but I think we have a very limited time. But I guess this is a question that everybody would like to ask, since you will be representing, if ever, the Filipino community. Well, of course, it's Misters of Filipinas-AMERICA, but like there are questions like how Filipino are you, and I think there's a question here from Shakera Abendaño, sorry, from Alexandra Rania. What makes you the most proud of your home country, or what do you miss, or what makes you proud as a Filipino? Let's start with Jake.
What makes me proud as a Filipino, honestly, I look at my Lola, and she is my my mentor. She is why I am here today, and she taught me every cultural thing about the Filipino people, and our lifestyle is her value, and she is to me is the epitome of a Filipino woman. And because of her, I've learned how to be able to respect, I'm able to communicate, and that I'm really able to just stand my ground. And she's such a powerful woman that that's 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 where I come from. Is I'm proud to be a Filipino because of her, because of of her lifestyle and what she brought here in America. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. And the struggles that our Lolas and our Lolos coming here to America, I think I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the hard work that they do, and that's what we are about. Filipinos, we work hard. We work hard in everything that we do, and yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much, Jake. How about Joseph? Joseph?
Joseph, you're
Mr.
on mute.
Salinas? I think you're on mute.
Sorry, got
Yeah,
it, got
cool.
it.
Yeah.
So something that I am most proud of about being Filipino is our resilience and us being so tenacious and brave. Just like Jake said, we are all fighters as Filipinos, regardless of what we're doing, regardless of what we've been through. Kick us down, we're gonna get up running. That's the type of Filipino mentality that's built in our blood in each one of us as Filipinos, whether you're 1% or 100%, you could still feel a Filipino's bravery, tenacity, and resilience. And that's what I'm most proud about being Filipino.
How about Brandon?
Very similar to what Jake and Joseph said. I am so proud to be a Filipino because we have the heart of warriors.
Mm-hmm.
We are always looking to break barriers, but to also support each other in these endeavors. I think of people like Manny Pacquiao, who is this amazing boxer from the province who was able to become a national treasure and represent our country. I think of people like Catriona Gray and Pia Wurtzbach who were able to bring us home the crown. And I think just about even my own mom who was able to build a life here in America for me and to have me live my wildest dreams. And I love that the heart of the warrior knows no gender. It just is within the Filipino heritage, no matter if you're from America or the Philippines.
How about Mr. Ace, Florida? Mr. Florida, I think you're on mute.
Oh, you guys can hear me?
Yes, yes. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So I think the very thing that I'm proud of is I grew up in the Philippines, and I know every manners. I learned every manners. I learned how to talk to elderly, to our kuyas, our ates. Especially, I learned something that is more valuable. Like you can we Filipinos, like, we are so fragile sometimes about our emotions, and we learn that before we speak, we need to think. That's like our motto on Filipino. I don't know. Like Filipinos use it every time, but in here, I experience it. They usually don't do it in here. They just, like, we call it in Philippines prangka. They just like running words whatever they want. They're not thinking if they're gonna hurt somebody. So one of our um proud as a Filipino is we value everybody's feelings and emotions.
Yeah, I totally agree with the pranka, with the pranka part. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Exactly.
How about Mr. San Francisco?
So this, thank you, Alexander, for this question. I really appreciate it. But just to go back into my, Tagalog as a language. My family's from Cavite, but my favorite word in Tagalog is masigasi. And I love to live that every single day. And I believe the Filipino people are, masigasi. We do it. We need to do something, so we do it. But that makes me the most proud because a whole lot of the Filipino people don't even live. A lot of them don't live in the Philippines, but what we are very family-like people, and we leave our home country just to send money back to the Philippines. And to me, that's really loving as a people, and it shows that that's really who we are, and it's very masigasi. Um, but yeah, I mean, I agree with all of my kuyas here of what they said, and I couldn't have said it, because if I did, then it would have taken just as long as how they said it. Just a summary, but very good. And now being in this pageant, even more now, so like I'm very more proud to be Filipino American, ever more. So now, thanks again for the question.
Yeah. All right. So once again, thank you so much to all our viewers who asked those questions, and to those I wasn't able to ask. No, there are a lot of questions here. But sorry, guys, we have a very limited time. So I think at this point we will have our fast talk. So what we're going to do is I'll just ask. You just have to pick one, right, from the two choices. So you're gonna have to pick one, and then um, we'll do a well. Everyone will get to answer that question. So let's do it very quickly. Okay, let's start with swimwear or formal wear. Jake,
Swimwear.
Joseph.
Formal wear, formal wear.
How about Brandon?
Swimwear.
How about Mr. Florida?
Formal wear. Let's go, Joseph.
San Francisco, Lenny.
So I love swimming, but a suit is just something about a suit that tells about a man. Formal wear.
Cool.
We love
How
business. That's why we chose formal wear.
formal wear. Yeah. And probably those who answer swimwear would like to they have something to be proud of, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Sampler.
How about Jake? Jake, singing or dancing?
Oh,
I gotta say, dancing. I go
Let's
dancing.
go.
Hey.
Joseph.
Pwede ba pareho? I'm just kidding. Can we do
Yeah.
yeah.
both? I'm just kidding. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go with singing. I love dancing too, though.
Brandon.
Singing.
Mr. San Francisco?
I've actually performed like theater, so it's hard for me. Like it's like 49.9% dancing, and then the rest, 51%, is gonna be singing. So very in the middle. So
Ace.
Oh,
Mr.
I'm a
Ace
natural
Florida.
dancer.
Sorry.
I'm a natural dancer.
Wow.
I love dancing. Yeah,
Natural
but
dancer, go Ace.
I love singing sometimes. There's like days I'm good at singing, but there's like days I don't hit the notes. So
mm.
it's
You
just
don't have to hit the notes. You just have to feel it.
I'm feeling it.
How about rice or pasta? How about Jake?
Oh man, pasta, pasta, all the way.
Joseph.
I have to go with rice. Like something needs to match the ulam.
Yeah, I agree. Brandon.
Neither. I don't like either. I'd rather have bread.
Cool. How about
Oh.
Mr. San Francisco?
So I just cooked rice for dinner, so I have to go with rice, but I can cook really good pasta. I'll go with rice though.
Mr. Ace Florida.
I'll get pasta.
Cool. Next, suit or barong? Well, some of you
Oh.
chose formal wear or even well, formal wear earlier, but what would you prefer, suit or barong, Jake?
I'll go with barong. There's something about wearing a barong that's like so powerful. So I'll go with barong.
Mm.
I'll go
Joseph.
with barong as well. There's just something about it. You just feel empowered and you're like, wow, I'm wearing a barong. I really feel it. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Barong during the day, suit at night.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's a
Ooh.
good one. That's a good
All
one.
right.
Classy.
Yeah. How about Mr. San Francisco?
So it does depend. I like it how hot it is. I'd probably wear barong. So I'll go with that.
Mr. Ace Florida.
I'll do both because if there's like an event, I might do barong to represent our country at the same time,
Mhm.
and suit if there's like something really elegant going on.
Yeah. And now let's have crown. It's the title or the crown or a partner or relationship. What would you rather choose, Jake?
Hmm.
Honestly, I would pick a relationship. I think a relationship is so much more important. Not that the crown isn't, but you wear a crown if you're in a relationship. I think that's a title that you hold itself. So yeah, definitely a relationship.
Joseph?
For me, I'm actually gonna go opposite of that. I have never been in a relationship, so I can't relate. I don't really know what it's like to get into a relationship. So
He's
I
single
know
too.
how it is to win, though. So I would rather go with the crown and title.
Brandon?
I have to stand firm on this one. I have to pick both. I'm not gonna just select either or.
Mr. San Francisco?
Can we restate the question, please?
Would you rather choose the crown or a partner?
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm a firm believer that I can't do everything by myself, so I'd go with partner.
Mr. Ace, Florida.
Oh, I'll choose relationship because I've been waiting for this for a long time. Oh boy, let's go. I'm gonna take the opportunity. I wasn't gonna waste it.
Okay, so I think there's another question. Would you rather choose Philippines or America? Jake.
As much as I love my life here in America, my heart is in the Philippines. So definitely Philippines.
Joseph.
Just like the same thing earlier, I'm gonna have to go up against Jake and actually say that my heart is here in America, even though I am a Filipino and I share in my Filipino culture and everything about Filipinos I love. There's just something about America that just makes it home for me, and this is where I grew up, and that doesn't take away from me being any more Filipino.
Yeah. Brandon.
America, because my family's here. But if they were to move back, the Philippines.
Okay. Mr. San Francisco.
I think America is serving its purpose as to build, and I believe I want to use both countries to help build for a better future. The Philippines is helping the United States, and the United States is helping the Philippines build each other up. For me, I can't really choose either or.
Mr.
So
Ace, Florida.
For now, I'll choose uh America because there's like a lot of opportunities in here. I'm not gonna lie, but in the Philippines, yeah, that's where I born. I'm not hating it to be there, but like just the government, yeah. But I love Philippines.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ace, Florida. And I think this is a question that was also asked earlier, of course, with Sir Jess here. Sex or chocolates, Jake?
Man, can I have both? I mean, you gotta
On
have
the same time,
chocolate,
let's
of course,
go.
At the same
right? Yeah, or
time.
same time. I'll choose both because I love chocolate, by the way, guys. So you know, chocolate and sex. So I'll go with both.
Joseph.
I would love to cut chocolate out, so I'm 100% on the other.
mm.
Brandon.
This question's so hot, you like killed my lights. And it's like in mood lighting now. Oh man. If I'm gonna be honest, sex. Yeah, 100%. Whew.
It's a
Mr.
hot
San
seat.
I'm
Francisco.
just being honest.
It's a hot
Yeah.
seat.
So when I was a little boy and they would ask me what flavor cake that I wanted, I wouldn't ask for chocolate. So I don't ask for chocolate now.
Mr. Ace, Florida.
I would say both because, like, if I eat some chocolate, it give me sugar powers. So
Sugar power.
Sugar
so
powers.
What kind of chocolate are you having,
Oh.
Ace?
I
I'm
know.
trying to have
You
some.
need to
it depends. Yeah, dairy milk. Let's go. Dairy milk. So it gave me the same time power and aggressiveness. So I'll take it.
Let me
Yeah.
get some of that
And
chocolate, please.
lastly, we have lights on or lights off, Jake.
Mm.
Lights on for me. I gotta see you. I want you to see me, and I gotta see you. So lights on.
Joseph.
I'll do the same because I appreciate a pretty cute look. So lights on.
Brandon.
lights off because your senses are enhanced and you can smell them better.
Oh,
Yeah.
smell.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Mm.
Ooh.
Mr. San
Ooh.
Francisco.
Well, I would hope that they would want to look at me, So I think the lights are on, and that's this point.
Mr. Ace, Florida.
Oh, I'll choose lights off because I wanna um I wanna have like the 365 days, vibes and Chris.
Ace, I love you.
Yeah. This is the first
I'm
time I'm
just
seeing
saying.
Ace like this, man.
Oh, there's the question.
And finally, there's a question here from our viewer from Anniversary May Orlando Rosales. Are you all single? Jake.
Thank you for that question, anniversary. You're very beautiful, by the way. Um,
Oh,
I am not single.
There's so many people
How
crying right
about
now. We already
Joseph?
know it. I am
hold that thought.
I am single. I am single, yes.
Brandon.
I plead the fifth. I'm just kidding. I am happy. I'm happily taken. Happily taken.
Cool. Mr. San Francisco.
Mr. San Francisco, Lenny is single.
Ooh.
Ace.
Oh, I'm single. You can just hit me up. I'll give you my Instagram.
Yes. Ace, we're gonna find you a partner by the end of this pageant.
I know, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
This is what the
Jake and I
purpose
will
of
be
the
your
pageant.
wingman because we're
Yeah,
taken. We'll
definitely,
be your
definitely.
Wingman right here.
All right. So, yeah, thank you so much to all of you guys, and I think we're very excited to see you on your journey to the crown of Misters of Filipinas America and get to represent the Filipino community of course, of America to the Misters of Filipinas pageant, and well, see you doing all of your advocacies and your plans of winning the crown. Yeah, we can see the Instagram account of Leonard Enriquez. So you can probably follow him. We'll give you a chance to promote your social media accounts. But finally, let's have a quick ask all of you to please promote your respective I mean, the
Oh,
pageant. Where will this be? When will this happen? The time? Where can we get the tickets? If we want to watch, let's have Jake.
Um, it'll be in LA, Warner Grand Theater on August 6th. Tickets are on sale on our official
Eventbrite.
Facebook page, Misters of Eventbrite, yeah, or like our official Facebook page, Misters of Filipinas-AMERICA, where all of our news is all up on there.
Yeah. Um, Okay, so probably a final message for your fans and supporters as well. Jake.
Definitely, my heart goes out to all of you guys. Maraming salamat, and definitely, thank you guys for all the support. Our online voting is still up, so keep voting for me. Keep voting for all of us. Um, Top five and People's Choice. Thank you guys so much for voting, and follow me on Instagram at I'm Jake Casito. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter if you guys have Twitter. So yeah.
Yeah. Joseph.
All right, everyone. Hi again. So, before we go, of course, thank you everyone for watching this, and thank you for all the friends and family watching right now, and all of the new supporters that will hop on and see the rest of the candidates and start supporting me, start supporting everybody. Like Jake said, we still have our online voting going all the way up until a couple days before the pageant. The top candidate in that voting will be automatically into the top five. So make sure that you guys are voting for your favorite candidate, um, because they'll get a free ticket into the top five. And yeah, thanks everyone.
Brandon.
Yes, thank you for everyone for tuning in to this hour and a half live stream. I definitely had a lot of fun getting to know my brothers. I hope you all had fun as well. Echoing what Joseph and Jake said, please come to our pageant August 6th. Please vote for your favorite candidate. We are giving our hearts to you all, so I hope you can continue to give your hearts to us. If you want to vote for me personally, you can check me out on Instagram at Brandon Universe, like Mr. Universe or Miss Universe, but Brandon Universe. And you can check out the link in my bio to either vote for me or the other candidates, or if you want to purchase tickets ahead of time, you don't want to miss out on this one.
Thank you, Brandon. Leonard.
Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it, and I can't wait to see everyone at this pageantry. If you haven't gotten your tickets, it's not too late, but I'm sure we're going to be able to sell tickets at the gate. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, keep up with me daily. I've been trying to post reels every single day just to see content for you, but here you go. Thanks again, guys. Maraming salamat. Ingat.
Thank you, Leonard. Ace.
Follow me on Instagram. It's January Ace Official, and don't forget to buy your tickets on our official webpage and vote for your favorite candidate and vote for me. I'll give you a free kiss. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
I am done.
the incentive.
I get,
He's giving
you
out
won't
free
regret it.
kisses.
Okay.
It's not free then if you're voting.
If anybody out there needs a kiss as well, I am selling kisses for a couple dollars.
Are
For
they,
a
Her-
couple folks.
are they
I'm just kidding.
Hershey's? Hershey's or
No, remember I'm not into chocolate.
oh, this man is the
I'm,
dangerous.
one thing
Spicy.
before we go, I forgot to mention. Everyone, please follow me on Instagram as well, Joe Ratchet, Joe Ratchet. So please check me out on Instagram, also on YouTube. I'm also doing lots of different videos on there as well. So check me out, y'all.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And of course, we would like to do a special shout out, Sir Jess, the owner of Mr. Filipinas-AMERICA. Thank you so
Hi,
much.
Sir
We would
Jesse.
like to
Thank
thank
you,
you guys.
Jesse.
Yeah. Thank you, Sir Jesse. And again, ladies and gentlemen, so please like and follow and vote for your favorite Misters of Filipinas America candidates. Please like their page, Misters of Filipinas America, to get more updates about the candidates. And yeah, please do support them on their coronation night. And we're very excited for their journey to Misters of Filipinas as well. And also, we would like to invite all of you to please do like and follow Pageant Trend. So once again, thank you so much to all our viewers today, and to all of you guys, to Jake, to Joseph, to Brandon, to Ace, and to Leonard. Thank you so much, and hope to see all of you soon. So thank you again, and to special shout out as well to Sir Jay Barbo. Sir Jay, thank you for having me again. And to Engineer Juancho Gabinete, thank you so much. And guys, I think that's it. So thank you again for your
Yep.
time.
Thank you,
Yeah.
JM.
We're good to
Thank
go. Thank
you.
you, guys.
Thank you,
Thank you,
JM.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.
See you on the
Bye.
next
Thank you.
episode of Pageant Trend.
Have a good day.
Thank you, guys. And thank you again. Again, yeah. Thank you so
Whew.
much.
Oh.
Aloha.
Are we leaving?
Yeah, is that it?
Because I was
Sorry, I'm having a technical difficulty right now. So yeah, thank you so much, guys.